Issa Pre party.
Wanna party, 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 papa, a party, party. Wanna party, 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 papa, a party, party. Wanna party, 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 papa, a party, party. Wanna party, party.
Issa Pre party. Only Vogue Radio.
Yo, what's up? This is Citizen Deep, and you're listening to the pre-party with my man DJ Electro.
Special edition of the pre-party with DJ Electro. I'm hanging out with Citizen Deep, known to me as Tivani Mkombo.
Sure, my brother.
What's cracking, my G?
I'm all good.
Awesome, buddy. Welcome to the pre-party.
The pre-party, le?
Yeah, dog. It's a pre-party. But I need to imagine, I'm bringing the club to the comfort of your home. All you need when is to buy yourself nice alcohol.
Where? You are promoting people to break the law.
Hey, but you can drink. You know how it is, bro. We're always drinking indoors, dog. Even the president knows what people are drinking. You know this.
Okay.
Yeah, dog. Bro, finally it's happening.
Yeah, it's been like over a year.
Dude, it's been over a year. It's been a hectic year on your side. Busy, pushing album, pushing the music.
Yeah.
And first off, dog, I'd like to congratulate you, man, for everything that you've achieved. You're one of the few dudes that have been consistent in what you're doing. From an early age, from a teenager, you went through into your 20s.
You should know,
Still doing
it. High school,
Nah.
from choir, you know, till
From his poetry, Jarvis poetry.
Hey man, we've been trying to entertain people all
dog,
the
always
time,
been
but you know,
entertained.
yeah man, thank you so much for the recognition.
Nah.
Dalasilo.
Yeah, dog. Alright, let's get straight into it. I mean, for someone that's tuning into the show, who, I mean, obviously has been following your career, or someone who's tuning in who doesn't know who Citizen Deep is, can you like tell us Citizen Deep, ubani, dude from where is Kipan?
Citizen Deep.
Yeah, this thing.
I'm Citizen Deep, you know, boy from Soweto. Born Tebani Mkombo.
Yeah.
Shawi number. I mean, you know, it's so weird having to introduce yourself to people, but that's who I am. Citizen Deep.
Yeah.
Shawi number.
Obviously, Mkombo. I remember the last time you and I had like a deep conversation, a music conversation, and you said to me, you need to know exactly what you're doing when music is concerned. You can either be in the music industry or in the music business.
Yeah.
You know, can we get into that? I just want to know, how do I differentiate between the music industry and the music business?
The question is, what do you want to be?
Yeah.
You want to be a musician or you want to be a businessman?
Sure.
You understand?
Yeah.
That's what you must always ask yourself, because music business is like 90% of everything.
Yeah.
You know, and then being a musician, there are people who take care of this. These big major labels, man, you know, they have people stationed for these things.
Yeah.
These big artists have teams, you know.
Yeah.
People who work for the brand. So that's, you know, ask yourself, what do you want to focus on? The music? Or you want to focus on the music and the business, try to do everything and figure everything out.
Yeah.
So many people, they want to do it all. They want to understand the industry that they're in. But at some point, you have to ask yourself the question. And then you'll know things will be easier for you.
Yeah. You want to come closer to the mic?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I get what you're saying, because now sometimes it gets exhausting to see people are breaking into the scene, and then next thing, umuntu is a one-hit wonder. It's a question of, did you really know what you were getting yourself into? Were you really passionate about this? Did you have a plan getting into that, or an opportunity came about and you just used it? Then now you couldn't capitalize upon the opportunity.
I can't, like, you know, I can't be passionate about my music and have one hit, you know, because there's no formula to this thing, bro.
Sure.
There's no formula to this thing. So like the moment I put out Arcade now last week Friday, put out Arcade.
Yeah.
That was the moment I was like, it's out of my hands now. You understand? As an artist, it's out of my hands now. I can try, put it on radio. I'm not a Payola fan, I'm not gonna do that, but I'm gonna try going the right route to put it on radio. I'm gonna try put it out for people. I'm gonna try launching, doing shows, whatever.
Yeah.
But how it's received by people, it's not up to me. Understand?
Sure.
So the moment you are done with the project or you're done with the song, that's why we have, as DJs, if you're a producer and DJ like me, and I know most of the people out there, there's this thing we do of testing out the music. You know, I think performers do it as well. You just want to see the reaction from people, you know, how it's done. So I don't think there is a formula to this thing. You do something, it feels a certain way in studio, put it out for people. And then you'll know, okay, this is the route we have to take. People will tell you, I know you have pusher marketing, pusher 1, 2, 3, but you know sometimes you market a bad song.
Eish.
Sometimes you don't market a song and it's good and it works.
Yeah.
So it must be broad. You must open up and accept any possibility that can happen. You know, when it comes to the music.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So how do you ensure like a level of consistency? Donna, you've been doing this for so long. You're one of the few dudes that I know that have been loyal to their sound and you stuck to your sound throughout. But now, I mean, new genres within house music are introduced. You know, for instance, you're starting off as a person who produces or mixes deep house. Suddenly there's tribe house. I mean, yeah, Duma, then maybe you go that route. Next, it's techno that's popping. And now there's Amapiano. With you specifically, how do you manage to keep a level of consistency within your chosen genre of house music?
I've accepted that music has always had a revolutionary element to it.
Yeah.
An evolutionary element to it. It doesn't stay at one place for all this time. Understand? It changes. There are new influences. Even though people can go back, there are new things that are gonna come up. There are new ways that you know people are gonna take to achieve something. So with me, I had to take up the decision with myself. Like, you know, will I do something that I don't like? Will I tap into a sound I don't like? Would I do what everyone is doing? How would I stand out? You know, because for me, I've always believed that I work twice as hard to be just as far with everyone.
Sure.
You understand?
Yeah.
So I can't go out and do what everyone else is doing. How am I gonna stand out?
Because now you're moving with the crowd.
You know, lucky for me, I started this thing at a young age.
Yeah.
Whereas I've had all the time, all the patience
Yeah.
to know my worth, to not, you know, settle for some other things.
Yeah.
I had the time. I was like, this is the end goal. This is what I'm going for. Now I'm doing it now. I mean, as a musician, this is what I want to go. This is where I want to go, and that's been the journey for all these years. Now, at this point where I am now, you're like, okay, sharp. There are new genres. You know, there's the tech house, there's the Amapiano, and then you're like, all these years, I've been working towards one goal, and then. You know, so music is big. I'm saying not because I'm belittling the no, but music is big. It's way too big. So I can't leave everything for one genre. All these years, you understand? So that's me. That's where I kept it. Like, if I keep on going, progress, not perfection.
Progress.
Yeah.
It's progress. That's extremely important.
Yeah.
I mean, getting back to the issue of Dala in the game, you started at an early age. When did you now realize that, Justin, I want to become a DJ? From DJing, I don't just want to DJ, but I also want to produce. When did that come about? When did that start? Can you take me through that journey?
Grade 6, grade 7.
Yeah.
Grade 6, grade 7. My uncle has always been into this sound higher thing. So it's not DJ Ekaya. My brother is a DJ. My cousin is a DJ. And you get to see these people play with these knobs, you know. My brother used to be like, mixing point. This mix a bit match and left everything alone. And then he moved up in the crowd. And then when something happens on one deck, something happens on the other, and it sounds nice. I was like, okay, this is dope.
Yeah.
And then one day at home, Wavula virtual DJ on the PC. It was so early days. We were still married. People were into auto mix, but now it's virtual DJ.
Yeah.
And we're on that. He's on that, he's mixing, and he's counting. He's counting like 13, 14, 15, 16.
Yeah.
And like, okay, this is how they count for this thing. I didn't want me to touch that thing. When he left that toilet or something, I'd jump on that thing and mix quickly. I used to mix quiet. TJ is a very big influence. I used to mix from Zegezeg. So after that, when you get to see this thing happen over and over, you want to go out. You want to go out and do it. But you're not in line. Like, I was in grade 6 or 7.
You don't even have the means.
Curfew, Joe. Like, 5 o'clock, you must be at home. So now you have to find a way to make this music thing work for you. I can't go out and play music for people. Okay, light bulb. It would be dope if my brothers went out and played my music for people. No. So I stay in. Hey, what's this Pro Tools? production software used to make tech house on that thing. Like it was electronic because back then we used to listen to electronic music. Cool.
I mean, it's been huge.
Yeah. So we do that, and then man, at some point we got tired of Pro Tools, and then Fruity Loops came about. Fruity Loops, I was shy at these again. My cousins didn't understand anything.
Yeah.
I opened up a project that's already been done, the demo projects.
Sure.
And then after that, break it down, try to understand, and that's when making music started for me. Oh, this is how you put down a kick. Oh, I couldn't even snap. They sound offbeat all the time, but with practice, like they say, 100 hours, 10,000 hours, you master your skill. Did that over and over. Till then, my older brother, whom I looked up to all the time, came up to me like, "How did you get here? How did you do this?"
Yeah, he was shocked.
And I was like, Yazin, I think this is my thing.
Yeah.
Like, no one has a hit your first track as a producer. It sounds bad.
Yeah.
I know. People still ask me for those songs here. I don't even know what they sound like. But back then, I put the music out.
Yeah.
And the moment a few songs worked, around 2009, having a hot man play your song, back then, it was a big deal. Like, you never thought your music would be enjoyed by people outside the country.
Yeah.
Then you see people play music outside the country, like, okay. But you don't get paid when someone does that, so you can't say Zoba career. Because you're not making money off of that. You're doing school, music now.
Time at home.
First check.
Yeah.
First check.
How much was the first check?
But 3,000 uzodlala for hour 3,000.
And how old are we then?
17. 17.
3K.
Before gig, we have to knock on my parents' house. They were like, mama, tivani sakela, still come tivani. Yeah, okay, sure. Hey, my brother, you come back, you have allowance. 3,000.
Yeah.
Oh, break time, Maskela. I'm the one, bro. Chocolate brownies, bigger pie. I'm a fan too. So yeah, man, that's when I actually noticed with jazz, I can make money over this. This can be a career. And that started happening like, what? Because back then I was hungry.
But it's the passion that kept you going.
Yeah.
It's the passion that kept you going. Because I remember this other time we were in a taxi together. On the way you were playing your song.
5 cab.
Yeah, 5 cab. We always hey, but dog, you have a sharp mood. We actually started listening to some 5 cab.
Yeah.
We're the ones that started the 5
cab. This can takes it to run from a Houghton to a Joe's.
Yeah.
And we'd want it takes in a sound. And I'd play my music for people.
And then we'd squash each other.
All with the honeys from Waverly. I know. Yeah, man.
So you played your song, right? And as you're playing your song, everyone's like, hey, wake him comb. Citizen Deep. Now I go visit in Alex. When I get to Alex, my cousin's playing the song. That's when I was like, shit, this dude is actually doing it. Yeah. This guy's going far, So ever since then, I knew that you were gonna be this big sensation that you are right now. So I just wanna go through your creative process, Mouse Studio. When you're chilling in studio, creating that beat, there's a vocalist there, we're recording. Can you just take me through the creative process? What transpires throughout the process like?
You want me to take you through image?
Yeah, dog. I just want to know what exactly happens now. Okay, in order for us to get Lena right, we need some weed. There has to be girls. There has to be some bottles. What happened?
Okay, let's end the song. Before you and I are going to enter the studio, we are going to do lunch.
Sure.
You're going to come around and hang out, and I'm going to, gauge, understand, okay, yeah, sharp, this is your process, okay, yeah, fine. I don't believe in anything like a bad idea, I really don't. I try my best to understand where people come from. So that's me. Before I see a studio, so buy whatever it is that you like.
Drink,
yeah. In studio, it's like I don't smoke weed.
Yeah.
I've never been high in studio. I don't have a song high.
Oh, high.
I don't have a song drunk.
Yeah.
You know,
Sure.
I'll never song drunk. When I'm in studio and there's a bottle there, I'm probably gonna have maybe one cup,
Sure.
and everything else is just for the vibes.
Yeah.
Understand? But now the way I work, there's no such thing as a bad idea.
Yeah.
This thing pops up in your mind. Okay, yeah, sharp show, go in studio, you know, do
Yeah.
it. Like right now, I'm with my guy here in studio right now. Jaya,
Yeah.
who also, you know, he's a very dope producer,
Yeah.
and I like being around space Abantaba so because
Yeah.
now when we're in studio, it's okay. You know what I was thinking?
Yeah.
Beside bar. Oh, I don't think it works. Okay, let's mute it for now. We'll revisit.
Yeah.
You know, that's studio for me. It's where someone can be creative. It's your creative space.
Mm.
You can't limit yourself in studio.
Yeah.
You know, studio for me is not a party. Want the party? Let's go to Moja Cafe.
Ish.
You understand?
Yeah.
It's not a party. Let's go there. Even though the energy as a studio is very important, let's build that as creators in here.
Sure.
You know, if you're
That's
gonna be
important,
if you're
yeah.
gonna be in that space with us, you have to contribute.
Mm.
You have to contribute. We are making art here. No more high head. My man, you being there, you know, you should make a difference in the studio. You can't come to the studio for just drinks and
Yeah.
and bring girls.
I mean,
and
you're
J,
susceptible to the energy corner, so obviously.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's very energy is very contagious, man. You know, at one point you can lose everything, man. Studio, you know, you know, I get to
Yeah.
that's it. Hey, wait, I'm what's so engineer? I'm somebody next. That time you move to plan okay engineer the studio.
Yeah.
You understand?
I get you,
So,
bro. Yeah.
when I'm in studio, like, mina ngifana nenye awuthi that I look up to kakhulu ne, but to Dennis Ferrer.
Yeah.
Bayakhala ngomntana.
Yeah.
They say they can't get the guy in studio. Ukuthi ahlale phansi alise something in studio, they can't. But the day is like, okay, let's work, let's go into the studio, man, just
Yeah.
fun. Let's do the
Magic.
Yeah. Studio for me, I'll sit down there uninspired, guarantee you 5 minutes, I'll play something 5 minutes and you fall in there. No
Yeah.
matter how good the thing sounds, if
Sure.
my energy is not ready to
Yeah.
create, it's an idea. I also probably have like 15 ideas now for the
Yeah.
second album. Probably have 15 nyana ideas.
Yeah.
there.
Already.
Yes, I already know which this one I want to send to One Bani. I want to bring One Bani studio. Let's
Yeah.
sit down and work on this because that's his span, Buffett.
Yeah.
You understand? That's his span. I'm always in studio,
Yeah.
but I'm not always making
Music.
music.
Yeah.
You know, I can never say to you, I am outside of the studio. I yes.
Mm.
You can abruptly call me and be like, Tip, in there, plug in there, that you use for 1, 2, 3, and I'll in 5 minutes.
So I could pull out it's this.
Exactly, I can send you. Oh, Tip, I need the separates for 1, 2, 3. I'll do that. But
Yeah.
creating for me is very special.
Mm.
It's very special. You know, no, so it's ingoma namhlanje. Sishaye ingoma e-studio sihlanye sonke siphuza i-Hennessy, not the normal one. Siphuze
VSOP.
lamajini lawabo lawa ashisayo manje ama-tankery.
Ama-tankery,
Siphuze yonke
yeah.
into le. Then kusasa when we open the project, I'm like, damn, why was the mic phezulu laphaya? Bekumele ayehlise, iyaclipha le nto le. Now you have to call people back in studio.
Yeah.
So for me,
And it's time.
mina yazi Dr. Dre baba. You saw Dr. Dre on the team.
Yeah.
Yini straight Compton makathuka bonke labantu laba. It's like, hey, but
Yeah.
if you wanna shake those bums, washekele ama-street club.
La ngiyasebenza.
La ngiyaspana.
Yeah.
Imali yami le, check
Yeah.
yami le.
Your
This is my
time.
art. It lives forever, my brother.
Yeah.
You know, you put it out one time, it lives forever. Like, what was citizens thinking? Like,
Yeah.
being a Lutana Luya Spongy at the studio. I can't do that. Can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, self-sabotage. my friend.
Yeah, that's true, dog.
Mm.
So no, how would you describe your music? What sets music Citizen Deep apart?
It's dance, man.
Ne?
That's all I can say. It's dance.
It's all about
I don't.
making
I
dance.
don't have an objective of sounding different.
Yeah.
I am. When I'm Citizen Deep, this is one Citizen Deep, and how I think or how I do things. It's not the way other people do.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to sound separate from other people or to be no. Just trying to be me.
I should.
Understand? And musically, I love exploring.
Yeah.
So what I realized is that over the years, the dance music that I've been listening to, it's different.
Yeah.
You understand? Sometimes it's down tempo, sometimes it's faster, sometimes it's heavy on the drums, it's heavy on the
Yeah.
music, but I love it all. So music inspires music for me.
Yeah.
You know, you listen to a song and you get ideas and whatnot. So for me, that's me exploring what was brought into the earth.
Yeah.
And then it really corner music, whether it's from before my time, but my sound is more of taking that and making it make sense to me. Because I listen to a lot of people's music, like, yo, this is a nice song. If it was mine,
this is how I
do it. No, it doesn't mean that the song is bad. It's like, no, if it was mine, so with music as it isn't deep, it's just dance. It's just dance. Well, how I feel at the moment.
Yeah.
I feel like 105 BPM. I feel like slow jamming.
Yeah.
It's gonna make you dance. It's gonna be slow. It's gonna make you dance. It's gonna be fast.
Sure.
Whatever. But it's subjective music taste. So I can't be doing things that, just doing what makes sense to me. Not trying to sound different. I am.
Yeah.
So how you interpret my music is up to you. How I interpret my music is dance. Yeah.
True, dog. I mean, of course, because when you're making music or producing music, remember you're taking people on a journey. It's fine now. So if you want to jive now, it's jive now. If you want to scala now, scala now. So I totally understand what you say.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about the arcade. I want to know, how did we now decide, okay, we're coming up with this album, the arcade, and we're dropping it manje, June. How do we come about that?
Okay, arcade is special, man.
Yeah.
Arcade is very special. I did not decide to make arcade. I achieved the arcade.
You sure?
Throughout all these years
that
I've been making music, arcade has been a concept that I've had, but couldn't put out for years. From like 2018.
Yeah.
I have a folder, but it isn't deep arcade.
Arcade.
The only song from there, and that was the instrumental because what I called a vocal, and I had to remove the vocal and remake it in 2020.
Yeah.
Is Emmanuel Orlando with Utiwe.
Yeah.
But arcade was never a decision that I made because for all this time with music I wanted to drop an album. But the one question used to come up all the time: are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? And okay, maybe I'm not. You understand? Deep, okay, 10,000 followers. You can have 10,000 people listening to your music. Hey guys, I'm releasing an album because I used to work with Amapiano. Deep, are you ready? I don't think you're ready. Okay, sharp. 20,000. I have a virtual album. You promote 20,000. I go.
Are you ready?
Are you ready? So now, I never said album arcade. I've always wanted to make arcade, but I didn't know how to approach it.
Yeah.
Watched interviews from people and they were like, you start with the first song. Start with the first song and that determines the sound of your album.
Of your album, yeah. The direction too.
So now I have a folder on my PC, Citizen Deep Arcade. Okay. Make a good song, throw it in there. Make another good song, throw it in there. These two good songs, I don't work. Delete. Let's work on another song. Work on a song. Label comes, they want to release an EP. Give them those two songs. Those two songs blow up. Bah! My face, they should have taken that inspiring. So it was like Manje, the music I'm making for myself, I wasn't sure of.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I was like, okay, I sharp this. Okay, for arcade, it's very personal. I can't just put this thing on there.
Yeah.
But now, after 3-4 months, I have 4 songs that have stayed in that folder.
Yeah.
You understand? Arcade has been such a big baby for me. Can't be like, so you keep it as an EP because this is arcade.
Yeah. It has to be an album.
Yeah, let's make it 5 songs. Okay, 5 songs. Okay, yeah, sure. But that one song, another song. So for me, it wasn't like, okay, the album. These are achievements. Like, okay, this works with this. This gives off a certain vibe. Like, all right, sequencing of the music, it works. We've got 14, 15 songs. 16, 17 songs. And they all work. And like, okay, but now, here's a full body of work.
Yeah.
You understand? Here's a full body of work. Technically, album, anything over 7 songs. You understand?
Yeah.
So, okay, you know what, let's make it 12 songs. Let's make it 12 songs. I had to cut down other songs for the album, so we did that. I removed, It was like, okay, here's arcade.
Yeah.
2-3 weeks didn't listen to the whole thing. Didn't listen to everything. Want my ears to be fresh. Didn't listen. Nothing.
And then you've been hearing lots of music, yeah.
Yeah, man. You know. And then now there's lockdown, so the streets aren't influencing you cool anymore.
Yeah.
You don't see what people are enjoying up a strategy or what. No,
Yeah.
no,
You don't even know how they're gonna react, man.
Yeah, man. You know. So now, set real, because we did a song in 2017.
Yeah.
For the project
Arcade.
that was supposed to be arcade that
Yeah.
didn't come out, but now I reproduce, and my friend over here is man.
This guy's special.
This guy. He's like to me.
Special,
He's like
yeah.
to me. Man. Verse. Get a verse for this. I collapse it. It comes up. It's like this has to be on your album. But already it's been a single and it's now my project. You understand? Like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Msaba comes about. You understand? So okay. Msaba corner. People know Citizen Deep as that up tempo, you know, artist.
Yeah.
Msaba is slower. Let's put it out so we'll know what's gonna happen. We do that.